If you're looking for something to do, something to do while you take a poo, then I got something for you. It's called something to do, something to do, something to do, yeah. Hey, what's up? Here's what we're doing today. Remember, I shot and butchered a deer a while ago. Well, I'm working on the hide. Built a frame, put screws in all the way around, and now I'm in the process of just pulling and tightening, pulling and tightening. Sometimes it's hard to get it through, so you just make the hole a little bigger. There it goes. Stretch this out, find a good screw, couple wraps. Bam. Oh, let's pick it up. That's staying together pretty nice. Pretty tight. I have done this once before, and I discovered that these little clamshells, you find them in rivers and stuff. I got a whole box of them, but these work really well to scrape all the meat and fat off the inside of the hide. There's layers to this. First comes the meat. Oh, then there's all this tissue. Get the fat. Oh, I think I should wear gloves. I forgot what a pain in the ass this is. I'm getting sick of scraping this thing. Well, I've made the decision to just salt it and let it dry out. The salt really absorbs all the moisture. So I'm gonna let this sit here like this. Oh, at least a week, maybe longer. It's been 2 weeks at least. This is what it looks like after a couple weeks. It's definitely dried out. We're gonna clean all the salt off, and then I've got some wire brushes. I'm gonna try to get more of the hide and stuff off. Now that it's dried a bit, it might be a little easier for me. Remember, I don't know what I'm doing, but I got a couple wire brushes, and we'll see if this can kind of clean the hide up. We'll try this one first. Kind of works. These little wires are sharp. I got an oopsie. Yeah, apparently it's working pretty good. It cleans that up, but I stayed in one spot too long. I busted through. Not good. I think I like this brush better. You can see this is all fleshy material I'm taking off. I guess what I'm looking for is maybe a little more uniform, kind of in color. I mean, I can see like this is good and down to the hide. Where it's a little more white, there's more to take off. I don't have any deer brains, so we're gonna try the egg yolk technique. I got about a dozen egg yolks, some warm water, and a little bit of olive oil. And we're gonna mix this up nice and frothy. All right, now we brush it over every little spot. I'm gonna take this towel, it's a damp towel, and just lay it over the top so it stays moist. And we'll let that sit for maybe about 36 hours. It has been over 48 hours. Let's have the big reveal here. Take a look at it. It's soft. That's good. Look at that. This might have worked half decent. You can see a little bit of egg remnants, otherwise it's pretty clean. So I'm not gonna like submerge it. I'm just gonna kind of brush it off with some water. Try to squeegee it off a little bit. Well, I tell you, I like how this feels already. It's way better than the last time I did this. All right, time to go to the smoker. I've got a tripod set up on the inside here. That is where I'm going to hang the hide. And then I've set up a larger tripod outside of it. And that is what I'm going to wrap with a tarp. We don't want to cook this thing. We just want to smoke it. So I'll make sure that there are no flames and the heat is minimal. And I'm looking at putting this in here for about an hour. All right, I'm already gonna make a modification. I think I'm gonna tie some of these strings up so it's fanned out a little bit so it gets smoked evenly. Well, it's not great, but it's a little bit better. So we're gonna go with it. I need to recruit some help. Well, this thing is definitely not pretty, but I think it's gonna work. I'm just using regular smoking chips for the grill. Soaked them in some water. I took that excess wrap and closed most of it off. That's gonna help keep the oxygen out and make sure that those wood chips don't flare up, because that would be a problem. Now she's smoking. We're gonna keep going. I definitely have a nice cool smoke. So I've felt the hide. It's not getting crusty or drying out too much at all, but it does feel different. So I'm gonna basically just let these chips go till they're done. Just gotta keep watching it, make sure there's no flare-ups. I got a little water to put on. I've had a couple small flare-ups, but I've been right here making sure to snuff those out. Yeah. Well, it feels nice, man. We'll see. It's a little bit of moisture in here, so we have to we're gonna let it dry one more time, and then if you take a close look, you can see the edges weren't clean as well. So then I'll end up trimming all these edges off where they're kind of nasty and have a nice clean edge. I've trimmed my edges, so all the crusty stuff and those holes have all been trimmed off. That's a bullet hole, but my edges are cleaned off. And then I'm just putting a little mink oil paste on. Just put a big dab on this and we're just rubbing it in nice and even. throughout the whole thing. Time to stick a fork in this project. I'm really very pleased with it. It's very malleable. I like that. And it smells like beef jerky. Till next time, peace.